Hi, mamas and papas. This is the part 2 for your afternoon. So this is dropping right in the afternoon for the East Coasters. Welcome back to the channel. It is your Ari over here. Happy birthday also to those which is your birthday in Libra season. Welcome to the channel. Long wave there. So we're going to look at your very orangey cards. I meditated on the last reading, which was Air and Fire, which you're going to see in a few moments. I caution you, it's a very, very long reading. It's one of the longest I've ever done on Libra Light. One of them in the past was about 40 minutes. This one is leaning more towards the 20-minute mark. So if you are dealing with fire, go check that out. There's a lot of relationship dynamics and dynamos in that reading. Also in this reading, we saw the most, I would say, inclusive card for every Libra on the channel is see the big picture. Starting to come in clearer now. You know that your role is very much defined with, I would say, even your guides, like your spiritual guides are speaking to you. Your downloads could have high resonance. It's not in the low register. It's in the very, very high, I would say, compatibility with you, with what you resonate as a person. Also, she's one of the big cards for that. It's either the King of Wands, I would say the Empress is one, the Emperor, and the Queen of Wands, which is what this channel got today. A lot of this orange energy is concentrating on the sacral sac. We talked about it last week. That's where all of your sensual, creative, artful energy comes from. That's where you get new ideas as well. And there's something here about independence also in part 2. I did some research off camera. I had to go grab my laptop, and the cat card coming out today, this was a flipper as well. You guys saw it live in the last video. These are all flips. But the cat spirit, it energetically talks about a woman and a man coming into a new type of independence. This is different from when you were 18 and your parents forged and bought you a car. This is an independence that you've reached now as possibly a parent to many children. This is now a responsibility that you might have to the entire family, or this is something that you have to accomplish coming up in your life. And some of you, you have a more defined role, which is becoming clearer to you. Look at all the Libra horoscopes today. They actually talk about that. So I'm not surprised about the cat. I am very, very intrigued with curiosity that you got the Queen of Wands, because this can also be an outside element that people spot about you. Maybe they're seeing that you're more happy. Maybe they're seeing this radiance come off of your skin, Libras. It is, in fact, your solar return. So those are a few from the no com, which you just saw, but today is an energy breakthrough reading. And we also have a lot of reunions. Like, this is super physical. Some of you could be dating at this time with the Three of Cups. There could be friends getting in touch and reacquainted with you. And I also see that there's something about, for me, and I'm just picking up the energy of this card, something about plans, okay? So if you're a big fan of Steve's Love Tarot, and also check out his blog, because his blog goes in a little bit deeper. I'm a huge fan. He also lives in Los Angeles as well. We are going to do the energy reading for you. This is a part 2. So this is just what's surrounding you today. Give me the major players and give me the interactions, please, highest angels. At the forefront of the reading, and my deck is upside down, so this would have been an upright emperor. We got Aries on board. Your major arcana is the Empress and Justice, amongst other cards. But this is a person, I think that they want this Three of Cups with you so badly. And that's maybe part of the information that's unveiled in this second part. What do they feel? Or what do they feel? Excuse me. Maybe they're near a field. What do they feel? Or maybe their force field is inner Lover's card. So there's a soulmate energy, okay? I get just connecting it to the Three of Cups, because both of them are very much like, let's get together and see what this could be. Maybe this is a fruitful outcome for the two of us. It's not just one of us getting something out of it, right? Lover's card is Gemini. It's through communication, if this is any help today. So there's a lot of talking in this type of energy. The Emperor might not talk a lot, but one of you has the skill or the gift of gab, or even the gift of expression. Remember that. Lover's card, that's also a soulmate energy coming in for you, possibly, or you're already there, Libras. What is, give me one hidden feeling. Thank you. And I let it fall, but we're going to look at it. This was the true flip. High Priestess, you're very intelligent. Again, we talk about EQ, IQ. 3D feelings. Maybe you're very in touch with the 5D and your ancestors. This person finds you older. That's what I'm getting off the card, is they find you older than what you really are. It's like age has not pronounced so much that you are someone who's meek or shy. I think it comes out that your spiritual prowess is one of your high points, okay? Both of you might recognize this about each other. There also could be like admiring qualities. I'm going to put that here, crossing, because I believe that that's the true relationship, is the High Priestess crossing the Lover's card, which is interesting because it's done via communication and the Three of Cups, okay? We'll put that here. I think that's the overall. And we have an Ace of Wands. There's either a mutual attraction or both of you feel a spark. Just give me a second. What does he find intriguing or curious about the Queen of Wands today? What is the card that I need to see? Jennifer Walker Zen style. Nine of Wands. So they're both wounded. They both have a past, which is okay. We have to embrace those qualities. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius over here. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius over here. Gemini. Three of Cups is Cancer. Queen of Wands is Leo. So those are the significant signs. I got one Pisces though, right here. The Nine of Wands is a breakthrough point. I feel like you learning through each other's eyes, or even technically like your daily lives, maybe talking about that, maybe talking about how that's inspiring to the two of you. I feel like two people are on a spiritual path in this reading. So what is connecting them both is the Nine of Wands. And I knew I was going to see a meek energy like this, where it talks about the past, and it would be the Nine of Wands. Again, many of you are going to ask me again what the Nine of Wands means, and it's just a warrior who's been wounded, or this is a wounded healer. Okay, I don't know if that's too intense, but that's the reason why readings are intense, is because you got to think. What is the Queen of Wands properties? She's a star. Okay, she's a watashi wasta. And me and my nephews like that song, so you're going to hear me say that a lot. She also has a very traveled sense to her. This person could speak a number of languages. There might be talk about that, or he has recently heard her speak about something that she's proud of. So the star energy is Aquarius. She could be innovating and ruminating on her life right now. Someone might be looking at a lot of Rumi quotes, or there's something here about like fairies and intrigue in esoteric, maybe meanings of symbols. I feel like that person is studying that right now from the star card. Top of the deck, Knight of Cups, correct. Hermit, correct also. Top of the deck after shuffle is the World. Both of them have been through things. Both of them have. They have wounds. They're coming out as wounded healers. One of them seems, I'm going to be honest with you, I feel like the Emperor is picking up a few things from the Queen of Wands, okay? Because there's something that he's still overcoming. But both of them have closed out a chapter recently that is successful. It's Capricorn. So they could probably both be very hardworking, or they're very cerebral. The mental space is lit up. Also the circle too, like something about circles and cycles. This is kind of like a clock, so there is a sense of time. Maybe both of them met on the internet too, and I see a dynamic here of something far away. The movie title with Tom Cruise and Nicole Kidman, Far and Away. Check out that movie too, because it's a really great one of our past as Americans if you live in the USA. There's something about that movie title, like why I was being shown to say that. Far and Away with Nicole Kidman. The Hermit is an isolating person, okay? And maybe both find out that they've been hermits for an extremely long period of time. This is Virgo. You could have Virgo Venus, you could be a Virgo Moon, or you could even have Virgo Sun people in your life that have had influence on you. I think here that the hermiting came after something tragic. Okay, so you might want to go back into your story, ask yourself things like, when did I first awaken? What was my first experience? And why was I brought to see that beautiful hermit awakening process? For me, there was a lot of deaths in the family. This is how this card comes in for me as a reader. If I can share my personal experience with you two Libras, just Libra to Libra. I saw this in the most dire moments when technically nobody would help you. And it's especially when you think your family would come in, or you think you would get emotional support from people you think would care about you. But the strength is that you could do it on your own. And there's something about also like a perfectly healing story where it was very hard to overcome, but it was overcome. There's something about that with this card today. So find out at what year or point that happened for you. And the advice with the Hermit is, have you transmuted all those energies? Are you healed yet? Okay, both of them might find out that they are structurally hermits, or there's a hermit around you, Libras. So this is an environmental card. Also, the Knight of Cups, this is someone who's around you today. It checks out in the weekly reads. It's coming up in your Tuesday already. I feel like it's even early. Knight of Cups, the clarification for the Knight of Cups. Interesting. Okay, so they are at their core a very honest person. They're honest with their feelings. I think they need to speak their truth, because Libra is about the throat chakra. You see all the blue here. The blue is Blythe in the back of the, I was going to call him the King of Cups. They could be Scorpio, but it's the Knight. And so you see all the blue. This person needs to be brave enough to tell their truth. I think if you're watching as I would call it like the axis of Libra Aries, I feel like you guys don't have a problem with that. It's other signs around you that need to speak their honest truth. I take this as a throat chakra card today. Okay, show me the in common mutual feelings. Let's do that. And sorry if I was too intense in this one. We have Taurus. Both of them want commitment so badly. I feel like the Libra is actually a Hierophant today. And I believe that at their heart, they both like to learn and teach, because this is a teacher's card, remember. They both love the esoteric world. There's something here about both of them have, I don't know, it's like a interest to talk about it. There's questions raised when this is talked about. That could be a new relationship. 8 of Pentacles. Effort. The Sun. There's a breakthrough. If you read about the Sun energy too, the main thing is happiest card in the deck, right? It's one of them. But the second takeaway is that you can learn somebody else's sun as well. You can find out what's been happening in their life and what's producing outcomes for them. I think you see a lot of the truth of situations that other people are living with, Libra. I think you see it more for what it is rather than guessing. You don't have to guess with people. I think you see it for what it is. And we also have the 3 of Pentacles with the lily pads. 3 of Pentacles. That's interesting because there's a little bit of sunlight touching on you, feeling grounded, which is the 3 of Pentacles. King of Wands. I think he's the same person. And the King of Cups. That's really, really interesting. You have equal elements of toughness and grit in the Emperor. They need to take control over their narrative. I'm just going to say that one more time. King of Wands is attraction and persistence. The King of Cups is about compassion. And somebody like, really feeling regret, or really feeling like they need to have talks with the Libra, or even get honest. Like this person may have lied about their feelings toward the Libra. The in common energy is both people are in the sun. Both people have been enlightened about something and they want to work on it. And I'm going to show you those 2 cards again. So the mutual energy is looking very good. If you can see, both of them have a jovialness to them, and there's an opening for communication. 3 of Pentacles is about work, so you'll see that a lot today. You will see that people are more generating to share their story. 3 and 3 is what tells me. So there might be a reunion for some of you, but don't make it happen if it's not something that you need. It's just here in the energy for you, and take it also. There could be someone around you who you work with that absolutely adores you, and they find you to be interesting, and curiosity is with this person because it's a romantic card. What's their feelings? They might be this person might be the Hermit too, is also what I'm picking up now. Okay, that's Libra. That's Libra. Okay, just want to make sure. Knight of Cups. What is their feeling to end the read? 8 of Wands. So you're going to get some type of communication. Beware if it's strong. That's the first thing that I got from the card. The second thing is that there's learning on both sides. Both people get something out of it. It is not a one-sided story. The 8 of Wands is huge to see in the last spot. I feel like they connect with you because they care. They actually are really hiding that they care about you. Knight of Cups to the Eight of Wands. This is one of the readings where I would save for later, you guys. Like I would go back and watch this video in the future. This is something that you might want to refer to when we have another big shift. Okay, and you're gonna know because this one I wore green in this one today. So thank you very much, and I'll catch up with you guys later tonight.